Today I thought we'd take a look at the 4x4 Mudrunner from Tonka Toys. Now I have had this Tonka vehicle in my possession for as long as I can remember. I had it as a child growing up and I used to play with it everywhere. I used to play with it in the house, I used to play with my action figures with this Tonka toy. I used to slam other vehicles into it, I used to play with it in the garden, I used to run it through muddy puddles, and as you can see, it has truly stood the test of time. It still looks brand new. It looks as though I have just taken it out of its box. That was the beauty with Tonka vehicles. They were really robust, really strong, made of metal, and they really did last. I believe their slogan at one point was, "A toy shouldn't break just because a child plays with it." Like I said, this is a 4x4 Mudrunner Chevrolet, and I just thought I'd show it in this video today because I don't think you see many of these vehicles anymore when it comes to Tonka. Nowadays they're owned by Hasbro and they tend to only churn out like JCB vehicle kind of things and tipper wagons. You don't really see this kind of vehicle anymore. Now I was aware that this vehicle was produced in the 1980s, I just wasn't sure when, but when you turn the vehicle over it actually does say on the bottom that it was produced in 1983 and it was made in the USA. Now as far as I know everything is accounted for and intact. I don't remember any other accessories coming with this vehicle. The box is long gone now. I did have it in the box for the longest time as a child, but it had an open front on the box and it was very fragile and it just creased and folded and ripped, and eventually it weren't worth keeping the truck in anymore. Now I have found this truck on eBay, but the majority of them come without the bike. Obviously they've played with it and they've lost the bike at some point, and I doubt they even remember that a bike came with it. Now when I was scouring the internet for any information on this truck, I did find an old advert from 1983 which features this actual truck in it, and I would like to play that for you now.
Why don't you drive a Tonka?
Fun and adventure, that's what you get when you drive Tonka trucks like Mudrunner, Roving Wrecker, and Jeep CJ, each sold separately. Trucks so rugged, so powerful, you know they're Tonkas.
Someday you'll be driving one of these. Till then, keep driving those Tonkas.
Why don't you drive a Tonka?
Mudrunner, Jeep CJ, and Roving Wrecker come with everything shown here, each sold separately from Tonka.
Now I just thought I'd bring the camera closer so we can have a look at some of the features of this Tonka truck, which wasn't a lot really, but that didn't hinder the play value. It really was a great toy, and as you can see it still is, but it did have a few like hidden features in here. As you can see, the back of the truck actually opens when you lift it up and fold it down, and you can actually, you can actually ride the bike off it. The bike that came included is an actual working vehicle as well. The wheels turn and everything. It was a great little addition. I used to actually pop a few of my action figures on top of this and play with it. And of course you've got the spinning wheels on the truck as well, which are held in by these big bolts. Apart from that, it doesn't really do anything else apart from be what it was intended to be. A great, sturdy, strong, metal beast of a vehicle. And from a Tonka truck, you couldn't actually ask for more. I mean, these things were really built to last. They really were. So without further ado, let's bring that camera closer and get a few more shots.